Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis. Let's see what the BTC and Ethereum charts are going to tell us. Before we start, if you guys learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Starting from the BTC on a daily time frame. Since the last video, there is not much change. In the last 72 hours, as you can see, we got rejection. We broke the resistance number 1, and then the price action right at this moment, lower line of this resistance number 1. So if we look into overall picture, as long as in the coming days we're going to be staying above upper line of this resistance number 1, which is going to be around 37,400, 37,500 level under a daily time frame, then there is a chance that in the first place we will go to the upper line of this resistance number 2, which is going to be around $40,000 and $41,000. So that will take some time to play because we're talking about a daily higher time frame. Moving on to a 4-hour time frame. If we look into a 4-hour time frame, since the last video of 4th of June, we don't really have too much things to recap. As you can see, price action was around in this area. It was consolidating, as I mentioned in the previous video, and then price action couldn't stay above resistance number 1 in order to go all the way up. However, as I mentioned, if we're going to lose resistance number 1, the lower line of this resistance number 1, highly likely we will go to upper line of this support number 1. So if we're going to zoom out, as you can see, so we had one candle broke the lower line of this resistance 1. However, the next one managed to close it above. Therefore, in the last 48 hours, we got stuck literally inside this resistance number 1. When we look into a time factor, as soon as in the last 24 hours, we exited on the lower time frame, we couldn't manage to break the upper line of this resistance number 1. 4-hour time frame moved onto the bear territory. Moving on to a 2-hour time frame. As I mentioned in the last video, 2nd of June, breaking this upper line of this resistance, perfectly retesting, 2-hour started giving a bullish signal. However, as I said, higher time frame was still bearish, and as a result, we didn't go all the way up to this resistance number 2. So at the moment, again, once we broke the upper line of this resistance, which is 37,500, we went into the bear's control, retested it, and then rejected. So current condition of the 2-hour time frame is under the bear's control. Before we move on to lower time frames, if you want to learn all these technical analysis what I'm showing to you, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on to a 1-hour time frame. The similar scenario applies, like a 2-hour time frame. As soon as we managed to break on the 2nd of June, 37,500 1-hour time frame started giving a bullish signal. However, we couldn't stay long. As I mentioned earlier on, this is the bear zone for the higher time frame, and it didn't allow us to break the 40,000 level. If we broke it, we could have gone all the way up to 42,000, 41,500 level. However, as you saw, with this decline, managed to break again 37,500. 1-hour time frame was under the bear's control. 1-hour time frame entered into the consolidation on the 4th and 5th of June. However, as you can see, breaking with this bearish engulfing huge candle, we moved on to the bear territory. So right at this moment, bears are controlling 1-hour time frame. Moving on to a 30 minutes. I don't look into 30-minute time frame so often in this channel, but let's see what the 30 minutes is going to tell us. 30-minute time frame, 31st of May, as you can see, we entered into the bullish territory, retested, as you can see, dollar to dollar, cent to cent, couple of times, and we hold the lower line of this resistance number 1. Since then, we were all the way up until the 3rd of July on the bullish territory. Breaking it back, we entered into the consolidation zone. So right at this moment, 30-minute time frame is under the bear's control. And before we formed this symmetric triangle, we spoke about this a lot. During the consolidation market, bear in your mind, either this bear flag or symmetric triangle, it is very hard to analyze the market. Only you need a solid horizontal support and resistance. As you can see, we've got resistance number 1, 2, as well as the resistance number 3. Which is the resistance number 3 that I'm keep mentioning in the last few weeks. It's extremely important. This zone is controlled heavily by the bears. So in order to be bullish, we have to break this level of $48,000. You might have a fake out like this, or depends how you're going to draw, you might have a fake out towards the south side. So if you're going to play with the horizontal support and resistance lines, as you can see in the last 72 hours or so, we're literally inside this resistance number 1. And if you have a solid, as I said, horizontal support resistance, you are quite safe in this market. And it will also tell you when the trend changes, when you will get a confirmation bullish, you will take a long signal. If you get a confirmation from the bears, you will take a short. However, the market is in consolidation, so there is no point to take a trade for the swing traders. It's the best if you're going to wait the clear entry levels. So again, I'm repeating, breaking this lower line of this resistance, we're going to go all the way up to $34,000 in the first place. However, breaking the above $37,500, it will take us this time $40,000. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum under daily time frame doesn't look good, and it is still under the consolidation. However, it started prepping, moving on to the bear zone. But bear in your mind, as long as we're going to be staying above upper line of this support number 2, ideally maximum we may come to 2,450 level, and we have to hold this level, otherwise the price action will go all the way towards the 0.5, the Fibonacci golden zone, which is going to be 2,230, 2,200 level. So right at this moment, daily time frame is in the consolidation. However, it started prepping to move towards the bears territory. Moving on to a 4-hour time frame. As you can see, similar scenario as a BTC, we got stuck in the last 48 hours inside this resistance number 1. Current condition of the 4-hour time frame is still in the consolidation territory. As I said, in order to be bullish on the 4-hour time frame, we have to break the 3,000, 3,200 level, which is going to be upper line of this resistance number 2. Otherwise, we may expect, same as a daily scenario, we might test the support number 2. On the 4-hour time frame for Ethereum, we've got ascending triangle. So again, you have to be careful with these patterns, especially when the price action is consolidating under higher time frames. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. There is a good news about the 2-hour time frame. Right at this moment, 2-hour is under the bull's control. Managing to break on the 31st of May, 2,550, retested it perfectly. Since then, 2 hours started moving towards the bullish zone until 4th of June, where we entered into the consolidation zone. However, breaking again above 2,700, 2 hours started giving a bullish signal. Moving on to a 1-hour time frame. On the 4th of June, once we broke 2,700, we entered into the consolidation on the 1-hour time frame. However, today, with this bullish candle, 1 hour started moving towards the bull's territory. So overall, if we're going to wrap it up, this multiple time frame analysis, as long as we're going to stay above 2,700, 2,800 level, highly likely we will go towards the 3,100, 3,200 levels, which is going to be the resistance number 2. Otherwise, if we're going to keep rejecting and consolidating around here, and at the same time, if we're going to get close below 0.618, which is important level of the Fibonacci level, that's going to be 2,730 level, then the price may stand back all the way lower line of this support number 2. When the market is in consolidation mode, it's not easy to analyze the market. However, as I always say, play level by level. As long as we're going to get a bullish signal, you can take it long. But once you're going to get a bearish signal, you will take a short. So you've got the levels, play level by level, and we came to an end of this episode. And if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.